Got an email one day in the morning. I was like, initially I did not like it, and they called me the second day of COVID in Qatar, which is March 10. I wasn't a smart student initially.
Good evening, my name is Muzammil Altaf, and today we are back for another video. Today we're going to talk about nursing, and we have in our presence someone in the nursing field for the last 4 years. He is currently working in the forensic psychiatry department at Hamad Hospital in Doha. So without further ado, we're going to talk to Mr. Saif.
Hi guys.
So Mr. Saif, thank you so much for being here. I would like you to start off by introducing yourself, where you're from, and we're gonna continue from there.
First of all, pleasure to be here. My name is Saif. I'm from Pakistan originally. Came to Qatar a long time ago, back in 2009. Grew up here, studied here, did my college here, and now working here as well.
So let's dive deeper into each step. So firstly, let's talk about your schooling. Where did you go to school, and how did you proceed from school to uni?
Well, I went to Misaid International School initially, but I didn't do my IGCSEs there. I left that school during IGCSEs and did my GCSEs in the academy and did my A levels as well there. And from there on, I applied for colleges. I applied for multiple colleges from within country and outside as well. I applied for medical in Georgia, but I didn't go for certain reasons. And then I got accepted in University of Calgary for nursing field, and I joined.
Okay, so let's talk about the nursing field. What did it take to get into the nursing degree that you went into?
Well, I wasn't a smart student initially, so I don't know. I was an average student, average, and I don't know how they accepted me. I got an email one day in the morning. I was like, "You got accepted." I was like, "Damn, bro, that's it." So I sat on the chair there and continued on from 2016 onwards.
So let's talk about what the course is. So what's the name of the course?
It's a Bachelor's of Nursing. Specifically, it was a regular track, which just means that a Bachelor's of Nursing. There are other Bachelor's of Nursing as well, but that are in specializing in different fields within nursing.
Okay, so how long was your degree for?
It was a 4 years course. 3 semesters a year.
Okay, so was it split between practicals and theory, or was it mostly theory?
No, we went into practical the very first year. Actually, the second semester. The first semester we were focusing on theory like anatomy and physiology and stuff like that, and then the second semester we focused on meds, which are apparently like the pharmacological aspects of medicine that does not actually start up until third year in medical, but for us it was the second semester, and we started the clinicals in the second semester as well. We went into hospitals.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about your experience as a nursing student. What did you like and what did you not like about the degree that you were studying?
Initially I did not like it. Like for everyone, that might have different perceptions of nursing. I went into nursing school, but I didn't like it. But still, I continued on. I enjoyed the courses though; they were fun. A bit hard at times, but clinicals made it actually more fun because you were exposed to real-time patients there instead of like mannequins and stuff. Actually, we practice on mannequins in second year or something. The first year we were all with the real patients.
Oh, that's pretty cool actually. So you're saying that you had a lot of practical experience within that degree. So how did that prepare you for once you graduated, and what did you do once you graduated?
Well, university life, like everyone does university and has doesn't matter what course you do. University life teaches you knowledge, but it doesn't teach you skills. You learn skills when you get into the field. Same thing happened to me. I was practicing in clinicals, but I wasn't that confident. When I graduated, actually, I graduated during COVID. I got a job in Hamad, HMC, and I graduated 3 months later because, at the time of COVID, everyone needed medical stuff everywhere around the world. And they called me the second day of COVID in Qatar, which is March 10. They called me to come for an interview, and I started from there. I was a student at that time. I graduated 3 months within that. But my main practice came in 2022 when I went into mental health services, which I chose to be in the future as well. And I'm right now working in mental health services, specifically in forensic department.
Okay, let's slow down a bit. You said that you started working during COVID. And we know during COVID there was a really high number of patients coming into the hospital. There were a lot of quarantine centers set up. So for you to go from a student straight away to a heavy load of people and patients, was that difficult to deal with, or was it something that your training allowed you to comfortably go into?
Yeah, so I was working under supervision. I was able to do what I learned during my university. Of course, the broader interventions that we do in the patient, like the difficult aspects of the nursing, I wasn't allowed to do that at that time because I was not certified. Just like I said, I was a student. You only become certified or registered once you graduate and you pass certain Qatar QCHP, which is the Qatar Health Council, certain exams from them, and they give you license to practice within Qatar. I didn't have that, and that stopped me from practicing proper nursing. But since COVID, everyone needed staff, so they had to give me some privileges based on that. So I was working, but under supervision. I was working in a medical ward, internal medicine, for 6 months, and then I went into quarantine facilities, which were the hotels, travelers coming from abroad. Yeah, so I was basically in one of the quarantine facilities throughout.
That's good to hear. So now, you said that your main work came in 2012 when you joined the mental ward.
2022.
2022, when you joined the mental ward. So how did you get into the mental ward? How did you discover that you wanted to go there? What motivated you to find?
Yeah, just like I said, we went into clinicals during our studies. So when I went into that means that they expose you to different units in HMC, in government hospitals here. So I went into mental health services one day, and I actually liked it. I enjoyed my day there, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be here. But I never thought I'll be in forensic psychiatry, which is where I am right now.
That's really interesting because we don't meet a lot of nurses who are in the forensic psychiatry wards because it's a very sensitive place to be in the first place. And so, have you started a master's, or are you planning to start a master's in the future?
Yeah, I did start my master's in Hamad bin Khalifa University, and I'm currently on academic break because of some personal reasons, but I'm soon going to start in September.
All right, that's good to hear. So now let's talk a little bit about the workplace. How is the workplace at the hospital for you as a nurse? And for the people who might not know, what's your daily routine at the hospital?
Well, just like I said, I'm in forensic psychiatry. There's not much to do. We are basically focusing on observations of patients. From the word, you should know forensic itself is a very sensitive issue, which I will not be discussing on the video here. But yeah, like we basically focus on observations, and we write our notes. We recommend that certain patients is this, that, and normal, blood extractions and stuff like that. If it comes up, ECGs, blood pressures, cannulas, and we do all sorts of things. But our main work is observation.
All right. So for those who don't know, forensic psychiatry is basically all the patients who are in some sort of mental illness, and also dealing with criminals who are coming in from, for example, jails, who are mentally ill. So everything to do with them, dealing with them, their medical history, their medical problems, they do it at your facility, correct?
Yeah.
Correct. So now let's talk about your future. What's your plan for the future? What do you want to continue doing once you go more into this field?
Yeah, I'm currently getting myself into nursing research, mainly focusing on the mental health service, mental health aspects of the community, so that I want to know that get into nursing research. That I don't know much about nursing research yet, but I started my courses now, so soon I'll be in one of these fields.
Okay, that's so great. We wish you the best.
Thank you so much.
Now that we're looking into nursing and we're looking at the people who are watching, they might be wondering, what is the job market like for somebody who has completed a nursing degree? So, in your opinion, how is the job market in Doha, or how is the job market in the world right now for nursing?
Well, if you're a nurse, it's heaven for you in terms of jobs. You go anywhere around the world, they'll hire you as long as you meet the criteria. Of course, there's like QCHPs and NHS in the UK, AFRA in the Australia. You have to meet their requirements for you to be able to work. Yeah, but job, it's free for all for you.
Mhm. That's good. That means there's a lot of opportunities for people who are
Mm.
not sure what they want to do and they want to go into the medical field, but they don't want to be a doctor and study for 6 years. They might be able to go for a nursing place because there's a lot of job opportunities.
Yeah.
So now that we're done talking about the job market, let's talk about giving the younger generation an advice. For example, the people who are now in their 12th grade or they're about to finish high school, what advice would you have for them now that they're going to choose a career, now that they might be looking into nursing? What advice would you have for them?
Well, let's say do what your heart tells you to do, what you're interested in. Do not do what your parents might tell you to do, or do not do something that your friends are doing. So, in terms of peer pressure, don't take that into account. Do what your heart tells you to do. And if you're choosing nursing, I'm gonna just say go ahead. It's a very broad field. Some people might think nursing does not stop in the hospitals. You can be managers in the hospital, supervisors, directors. So it's open for you, but do what your heart tells you to do.
That's great advice. Always do what you want to do in life. Don't ever be forced by your parents. Do take their advice seriously, but at the end of the day,
the advice. Do take their advice. I was gonna say that.
Yeah,
but,
take their advice, but always follow your heart, what you want to do. And again, Saif, thank you so much for coming
You're
on
welcome.
to this
Pleasure
talk
to be here.
and teaching the audience about nursing. Hopefully, out of this video, they got to understand a bit more about nursing and what it takes to be a nurse and what the daily routines is like for a nurse. So with that being said, we would like to end the video. I hope you learned something from the last 10 minutes of the video. And if you would like to learn about another career, do let us know what you would like to know about. We have in the upcoming videos engineers, some software engineers, we have doctors, we have people in other fields as well coming up. So let us know what you want to watch and we will try and bring you those people. Again, thank you so much. Hope you see us next time, and thank you.